Everyone. Okay, so I want to show how I animate. Yeah, so I'm animating the bigger, better, stronger animation meme because I'm deciding to do a lot more older animation memes because I love older animation memes. Anyway, enough of my rant. So how I do frame by frame animation is very easy. So since I have 2 more frames left, this is what I do. It's just very easy. I kind of just trace over the last frame. I trace over the last frame, but you can see that the hair is like moving forward and the jaw is moving for the lip sync. If your character is moving, then you should move the head forward. If you're doing something like this, like your character just in place and move the head forward if you're trying to make a move, and then the hair should move with them. So I'm really bad at explaining, but yeah, you get the point. So all I'm doing right now is lip sync, and Husky is just in a normal stance. She's not really moving much, but I'm gonna have her moving upwards like this. But how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna have to direct the eyes going upwards like this, and then have them closing just so ever so slightly. And then the head is gonna move with the eyes too because she's going upwards. Like she's gonna stand up and then maybe put her like heart over her chest or something. Like, see, that's how I'm attempting to. Okay. But I'm gonna delete these frames because this isn't how I want it to go. I want her to say like I will bring it, and then she continues the lip sync. And what is gonna happen here is I really like to imaginate what is gonna happen before I animate it when I listen to the audio over and over again. She says this. She's supposed to stand up. Her expression's gonna be like this. Lip sync's gonna keep going. And her fist is supposed to like just imagine this is like a perfectly good fist, okay? And it's supposed to slam against the table as she has her like heart over her chest or something, because you know the whole concept of this animation is she's supposed to be like a president, because this is a remix of Donald Trump, and I do not support Donald Trump. I just really like the remix. But yeah, she's supposed to slam her fist down on the table, and that's how it's gonna go. So what I like to do is listen to the audio over and over and over again, and it usually helps me direct like what I want to do with my animation. So yeah, that's kind of how I animate as far as like frame by frame and stuff like that. I just, you know, trace over my last frame, and then I keep repeating the audio over and over again to see what I'm gonna do. So for instance, this is gonna be an unedited video, but these are like all my projects I'm gonna be working on. This one, yeah, the video game lover one that I did with method edit, of course. So for Husky here, I'm just gonna explain Husky. So, you see how I believe this is like the loop frame thing. Yeah, you can see that she's moving like that before I switch to frame by frame. But obviously you can see that her tail usually moves when I do looping frames. And what I mean by looping frames is this hold on. Okay. So yes, I actually made this. There's all my layers. Copy your frame and then trace over your last frame, and then it should look like this. This is how you do looping frames. And then you put it on a loop. And now I usually loop my stuff instead of copy pasting the frames one by one, which I was actually stupid enough to do that back then with my older animations. Is oh wait, hold on. You go to the three dots in the corner, go to frame viewer, and then select the frames that you want to loop. So let's say you gotta hold the frames down. I pick 2. And then you see the copy and paste button. I don't want to do anything with this animation because, you get the point. And then copy it, and then the paste button should pop up right there, and then you just paste your frames in, and then you'll get a looping animation like this. Use the other, this frame looks weird, the other frames behind it. I mean, that's like the whole point of frame by frame animation. So, yes, but you see that she's going upwards, right? What's happening here is one of her hands are on her headphones, but the other one's supposed to be going up towards her other headphone. And you can see, I like the hand there, but you can see that her hand is going upwards towards her headphone, so it looks like, she's jamming out to the music. And then she opens her eyes slightly. Yeah, so in that one. But for Bethan's part, it's pretty simple and easy. Looping frames, and then the frame by frame. It's the same one for Huskies. Bethan, you can see my little smear frames are so freaking silly. You could see Bethan looking down at her hand, and then she's reaching for her other headphone, just like Husky did. Oh wait, no, she's reaching for her face. Okay, my bad. And she goes, "Video game lover, yeah." And her head, you can see her head tilting to the side. And then here we go, the frames loop again. So, yeah. There's not much to really say about what I do exactly in animation, because that's just literally how I do it. Just looping animation. The lip sync is very easy. That's gonna be saved for another video. But that is all for my tutorial video. I am sorry if half of it doesn't make any sense. If it makes sense, please let me know in the comments. And if none of you watch this video, I'm just gonna unlist it. So that's all I have to say. Bye bye.